Today I'm going to be reviewing the ESV Illuminated Bible. This is an art journaling Bible, and it is from Crossway. Now this one's been out for a little while. There's a couple of different cover options. This is an imitation leather cover. There's also some different cloth over board covers. I think there's purple, green, and blue in the cloth over board editions. Now this one you're going to see, mine's not perfect. I did get it secondhand on eBay. Actually got it for about $10, so it's a really good deal. So it doesn't have a box with it, and the cover's not absolutely perfect, but it's definitely good for the price that I paid for it. You're going to pay around like $50 for this new on like Amazon or Christian Book. So this one's really nice because of the gold illustrations that you'll see throughout, which I'm going to show you here in a minute. I love the intricate design on the cover with the gold and kind of the maroon background here on this. Some of the features we're going to see as we get into it here, it's going to be a 9-point font, black letter, 2-color printing. As I said, you're going to see the gold design throughout this Bible. There's 64 full-page book opener, custom book opener illustrations. We're going to have 50 full-page verse illustrations, and then on top of that, we're going to have over 250 hand-lettered margin verses, 100+ other illustrations throughout. It's a nice thick cream-colored paper, so if you like to do art journaling or take notes, this one will be a good Bible to do that in. You're also going to see wide margins. It's single-column paragraph format, sewn binding, and just overall a really nice Bible for journaling and note-taking. So let's get into that here now. Show you now that we've gone over the features. This has a nice paste-down liner. Beautiful presentation page. As well as title page here. We have our table of contents. Article about the ESV translation. An introduction. Talks about like how it was made, and it also gives you a little history of illuminated manuscripts and what the meaning of that is, how it was used. And then we're going to get into Genesis. So the draw of this Bible is how beautiful these illustrations are, and it also gives you some blank pages where you can take notes and do your own art journaling. Now, as you can see, where there is some artwork in the margins on the next page, you are going to see that on the previous page. I haven't tried to write in this one yet. I feel like it would hold up pretty well to writing. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that, if you're going to see any ghosting on the other side of the page though, because you can definitely see the verse art, but then again, this is really dark, gold, bold artwork, so it would depend on which pens and media that you use when you are taking your notes or doing your artwork. So like I always say in any Bible, make sure you have a tester page somewhere maybe in the back of the Bible that you can test your different pens, different supplies, and just make sure that you're going to be okay with how it looks on the pages. But each book is going to have a beautiful page, full page artwork as an introduction. And you're going to get this nice drop cap here and the single column layout, which again is in a 9-point font. And then you're going to have some margins with artwork and some that are blank for you to do with as you wish. Chapter numbers are also in that gold font, as well as our scripture at the top of the page telling us where you're at in the scripture there, your book and your verse number. Page numbers as well. There's some headings that you'll see as well within the scripture that's also in that gold font. I really like that. I really like the gold. I think that's beautiful. You could add your own color to this too, like if you had colored pencils. Some of the letters are like kind of like bubble letters, have some space. You could add some color to those if you choose, or add some of your own design underneath. So for this one on top. So you have a lot of options there if you are artistic or a note taker. This is a nice journaling Bible with these added verse art in here. If you have the scripture journals for the ESV scripture journals, they're like individual books. They're going to have a lot of this same artwork in them. So if you don't want the full Bible, you can also get this individual book journals as well to get some of that same artwork with a little bit of thicker paper as well in those. So you can see there's a nice balance of the verse art and the blank margins. So you're not too limited. If you want to add your own artwork and notes, you're not limited in that. There's definitely a lot of space for that as well. The margins are not lined, so if that's important to you, like you need lines to be able to write and take notes, just be aware that this Bible does not have that, which can be a positive or a negative. Some people don't like the lines because they want to do their own artwork. Some people like the lines because it helps them write straight when they're taking notes. So it's just a personal preference. All right, let's skip around a little bit here. Again, you can see this beautiful gold artwork at the beginning of each book. There's an example of a full page design. I have a feeling I'm going to end up giving this Bible to my daughter because gold is her favorite color. So when she sees this, she's probably going to be really excited and want to claim it as her own. It is very beautiful. You wouldn't have to add anything to this either. If you're thinking, I would rather just, read the scripture, it's a nice reader, it's a nice single column, 9-point font, and just enjoy that artwork that's in there, you could do that too. You wouldn't have to use it as a note-taking Bible if you don't choose to do so. So there's a lot of different options that you would have with this one. All right, let's go ahead and skip back to the New Testament. A little bit farther here. There we go. So as I said before, this is a black letter text, which I think was a good call to just have the gold and black color scheme here and not add the red into that. Let's go ahead and skip to the back of the Bible here. That's really pretty. I saw that and I was like, wait a minute, what is that one? Had to show you before I moved on here. I just like paging through and looking at some of the different designs sometimes in here, different artwork, before I start reading. There's a lot back here towards the back. I was going to the back of the Bible, but wow, I keep getting distracted by all the lovely artwork back here. Just want to make sure I show you a lot of examples. That's why I'm slowed down a little bit here as I was in the back since there was so much. But now let's go ahead to the end of the Bible. There's the end of Revelation. And then you're going to get an index of title pages. And this is really unique and interesting because it gives you a picture, a small little picture of each book, and then it gives you an explanation as to why they chose to use that illustration. So for example, let's just pick one here. This is 1 Samuel right here. And the explanation for 1 Samuel is the bows, arrows, javelin, sword, sling, and crown illustrated here showcase the transfer of power and the battles that took place during the reigns of both King Saul and King David. The palm branches point toward the eventual triumphal entry and reign of Jesus. So I love it. It's not only just beautiful artwork, there's also a reason for each a piece of art as well at the beginning of each book. So it's going to go through all the books and give you an explanation as to why they chose that artwork. And then it just gives you a list of the publishing team here at the end. I don't know if I showed you the back of the Bible either, so let's do that real quick. This just says the unfolding of your words gives light, and that is Psalm 119, 130. Again, the same beautiful design that's on the front. You're also going to have that on the spine as well. So very nice Bible, very beautiful. If you are looking for a journaling Bible, a note-taking Bible, a Bible to put your artwork in, or just a beautiful ESV reading Bible that you have that nice gold artwork throughout while you're reading to like break it up a little bit and just give you some of that beauty and time for reflection as you're reading, I would highly recommend checking out the ESV Illuminated Bible. Like I said, it comes in cloth over board options as well. This is the imitation leather, and it is from Crossway.